Namaste. On the occasion of Narasimha Jayanti, which falls on Vaishakha Shukla Chaturdashi, we are here at the Sri Ahobila Mutt in Chembur, Mumbai. This mutt is dedicated to Lord Narasimha. Come, join us in exploring this mutt and more about Lord Narasimha. Hiranyakashipu was an asura who was granted a boon by Lord Brahma that he could neither be killed by a man nor by an animal, neither during the day nor at night, neither indoors nor outdoors, neither on land nor in air nor in water, and that no man-made weapon could destroy him. The legend says that while Hiranyakashipu was performing penance to be rewarded with this boon, the Devas attacked the Asuras and waged a war. After facing a defeat in this war, the Devas decided to retreat. Indra, the king of gods, abducted Kayadhu, the wife of Hiranyakashipu, who was expecting at that time. Narad Muni stopped Indra from doing so and gave Kayadhu refuge in his own ashram until Hiranyakashipu completed his penance. During her stay at the ashram, she would hear Narad's devotional chants of Lord Vishnu. While in his mother's womb, Prahlad, the son of Hiranyakashipu, absorbed and heard the greatness of Lord Vishnu and started his devotional journey right then. After receiving the boon, Hiranyakashipu considered himself as the most powerful and immortal. He expected the people of his kingdom to worship him as the ultimate god and began to oppress the devotees of Lord Vishnu to instill fear in their minds. Since childhood, Prahlad was an ardent devotee of Lord Vishnu and shared the teachings amongst his peers. He refused to worship his father, which enraged Hiranyakashipu, leading him to make multiple attempts to slay his own son. Right from getting him trampled by wild elephants to throwing him down a mountain and leaving him to poisonous snakes. All such attempts of Hiranyakashipu failed. He even got his sister Holika, who had the boon to never burn, to sit with Prahlad on her lap on a burning pyre so that he burns. To Hiranyakashipu's amazement, Holika was burned to ashes and Prahlad remained safe as he constantly prayed to Lord Vishnu. One day, Hiranyakashipu asked Prahlad to show him where his god was, to which Prahlad said that Lord Vishnu is present everywhere, in the walls and pillars too. Enraged by his response, Hiranyakashipu broke a pillar, and to his surprise, Lord Vishnu emerged in the form of Narasimha, taking the avatar of half lion and half man. Narasimha caught hold of Hiranyakashipu and killed him at the doorstep, which was neither indoor nor outdoor, using his nails, not a man-made weapon, at twilight, which was neither day nor night. Thereafter, Prahlad sought Narasimha's blessings and asked for refuge in him. His boon was granted, but he was asked to fulfill his duty as the king after his father. Prahlad reigned as a powerful and respected Asur king who was compassionate and an ardent devotee of Lord Vishnu all his life. Ugram Veeram Mahavishnun Jwalantam Sarvato Mukham Nrisimham Bhishanam Bhadram Mrityun Namamyaham. I bow down to Lord Narasimha, who is ferocious and courageous. He is the incarnation or avatar of Lord Mahavishnu. He, in the half-lion, half-man form, reflects fire-like radiance and is manifested throughout the universe. He is extremely auspicious and is the death of death. The Ahobila Mutt is located in the heart of Chembur in Mumbai near Diamond Garden. This exquisite temple, dedicated to Lord Lakshmi Narasimha, is a delight to the eyes of an onlooker from the outside. The temple is currently celebrating the Narasimha Jayanti Utsavam, for which a beautiful mandapam and a Pravesh Dwar is erected, enhancing the festive mood around the vicinity. The temple was built in the 1960s with the blessings of Ahobila Mutt seers. The Chembur branch of the Sri Ahobila Mutt derives its origins from Ahobila, located in Kurnool district of Andhra Pradesh. Ahobila is said to be the place where Lord Vishnu incarnated as Narasimha and killed Hiranyakashipu. As one enters the main gate of the temple compound, the colorful Dravida-style Gopuram right in front of the entrance draws a sadhak towards the inescapable beauty of the architecture and the divine environs of the temple premise. The Gopuram depicts Lord Lakshmi Narasimha seated in front, along with the three seers of Sri Ahobila Mutt. Garudas seated on the side, and the symbols of Lord Vishnu, Shankha Chakra Namam, representing the very essence and significance of the Vaishnavite temple. Adjacent to this on the right, one can see the magnificent gold or Swarna Vimanam, intrinsically built using 14 kg gold metal and protected by a solid glass enclosure. The Swarna Vimanam has the Thayar Sannidhi or goddess Lakshmi depicted on it, and another alluring idol of goddess Lakshmi in gold placed right below, giving blessings to the devotees in the outer temple complex. At the entrance of the main temple, on the outside, are two shrines, one dedicated to Garuda, the Vahana of Lord Vishnu on the left, and the other to Lord Hanuman on the right. Seeking their blessings, you enter the temple mandapam or Sabhagriha, which has a beautiful painting on the ceiling depicting Lord Vishnu resting on the Sheshnag along with goddesses Sri Devi and Bhudevi by his feet. Right in front is the divine sanctum sanctorum or Garbhagriham, where you get the darshan of the three Moola or main deities, Sri Lakshmi Hayagriva on the left, Sri Lakshmi Narasimha in the center, and Sri Lakshmi Narayan on the right. The Garbhagriha also houses the Vigrahas or idols of Lord Sri Sudarshan, Sri Jwala Narasimha, Sri Vishwaksenar, Alvars and Acharyas. The outer walls of the Garbhagriha has 5 shrines of deities adorned with gold kavachams, namely Sri Gajanan or Ganapati, Lord Srinivas, Sri Jwala Narasimha, Sri Guruvayurappan, and Sri Surya Narayan. These shrines give the devotee a divine experience to offer obeisance to each while performing the pradakshina to the main deities. Inside the temple, there are 3 separate sannidhis or shrines of Lord Dhanvantri, the god of health on the left corner behind the sanctum sanctorum, Sri Annapurneshwari, the goddess of food and nourishment, on the right corner behind the Garbhagriha, and goddesses Mahalakshmi and Chenchu Lakshmi on the right of the temple entrance in front of the Garbhagriha. The ongoing Narasimha Jayanti is celebrated in great festive and spiritual grandeur. The Utsav Murtis of Sri Prahlad Vardhan along with Sri Devi and Bhudevi are placed outside in the temple complex on the left, with special prayers offered for 11 days by the Vedics as per Shastras, with the different alankars to the deities every day. The temple also has a well in the backyard which provides fresh groundwater for the Abhishekam to the deities and for preparing the traditional Naivedyam or food offering to the Lord. The temple is ISO certified for the quality and food safety management system, a unique feature and honor to its credibility. Do visit the Matham to seek the grace of Lord Lakshmi Narasimha and other deities to experience the divine and spiritual energy of the temple.